the question of whether you can plaster painted bricks or you have to scratch it. I tried a shortcut. As you see here, the bricks are concrete and painted. So I tried an experiment, just applying the cement. This cement is a mix between cement, sand, and lime. So I tried an experiment. In the beginning it was disappointing, but as you see now, it is much better than what I thought. The cement falls on the ground, doesn't stick, but when you keep trying, you put some water on it and apply it again, it will stick hard. It won't come down. It's also smooth. That is the first question that I have, whether I have to scrub the paint from the bricks or apply the cement right away. I don't think you have to scrub the paint because the cement has very good chemical bond, especially if you put lime on it. This wall was just concrete bricks without paint. So it was my first experiment. I learned a lot from it. First, I tried to do the spray gun. Of course, you have a lot of fun when you use a spray gun for the first time. It breaks, it leaks, and you make a mistake. If you don't put it in water, you have to make sure it is clean overnight. The nozzle will be blocked by cement, and I have to use a drill, very fine drill, to go through each of these nozzles. And those are plastic tubes. I put them by myself with super glue. If you look from inside, this is my work. This did not come with the gun. The design was poor, but it did work. So I brought, you see, still have the Pepsi Cola here. I brought plastic bottles and wrapped them in the form of cigarettes, and I stuck them in, and I used Gorilla tubes on it. Of course, that solved the problem, solved the big problem. But then when I got the nozzle stuck, I wasted another 6 hours to get it to work. Let me see if it's stuck again. That's the pressure here, depending on your application. Let me see if it's working. It's working because I left it overnight in water. You get it here. So it's working. It's good news. Question is whether you use on this wall that is painted, whether you use a spray gun or you use your hands, just do it by hand. I came up with the conclusion that it's much better to do it with hand. If you look at here, you can get a very smooth surface quick. So I can finish this wall in a few hours. Quick. If you use a spray gun, you are going to spray it, then smooth it. A spray gun is good in covering a large area, but it takes a lot of work to make it smooth. Here, let me step up a little bit. That took so long, but I was happy because it was my first experiment. When you do something for the first time, you are so glad that you succeeded. First, I didn't know that I have I can remove my hand that quick. Do I get tired quick? Of course, you have to take a lot of breaks if you are out of shape. Here, because this is done by the gun. If you look at the surface is very rough. And you have to spray water on it every 5 or 6 hours. But you have to remember that. If you do it by the gun, you have to smoothen it after that. You can smoothen it in the same day. You can sand it in the same day by hand, or after a few hours, or if you wait longer, it is going to become very brittle, hard concrete that you have to use a machine to sand it. You cannot. This is very hard. It's brittle. You cannot scrub it. So that is the gun. The gun covers a big area, but you have to realize that it is not going to give you good time. It's not going to be easy. If you look at here, you cannot even scratch. So this is old concrete. Old means all over a week. So you cannot really scratch it. This is new. You can scratch that easily. You can chop it easily. But after a few more days, it will become rock. It will become like rock. So you cannot really scrap it. That is the difference between using a gun and making by your hand. Here I have to use the gun. Well, I didn't have to, but I just bought a gun, so I have to spray gun. So I wanted to use it. And I wanted to learn how to use it and what good, what's bad about it. I know it is messy. Spray it in your face. And this kind of gun, because it's cheap for an individual use, you have to fill it each time. So I put the cement here. I mix here the cement, the dry cement, and I put the wet patch here, mix it with hand. And after that, you have to load it, you have to pour it in this bucket. The idea of taking the bucket and grabbing it, scooping the cement from a bottle, you need a big bottle, and you have to have a machine to mix the cement. But I'm doing a very small project, so I don't need that machine. What I use a lime. That is a lime. About almost 1/8 of the ratio, and the Portland cement about 1/4, and 4 times the sand. So you get, if you make the sand 4, the cement will be 1, and the lime will be about half. Half the quarter is an eighth. This is how to compare a spray gun to a hand plastering of bricks. Now, if I keep continuing, this is just an experiment. If I keep continuing, I have to cover the electric outlet, isolate the wires, and remove everything from this area. And first you have to put a layer, somewhat to make it soft concrete, and you make a very thin layer, and you wait for a few minutes until it attached to the paint, interact with the paint. When it sticks, you can put another layer and another layer, but you have a very smooth surface here from the first trial. This is the first trial of putting. It came very smooth compared to the other wall. The other wall is very messy. So I will finish this by hand. I will not use a gun here. It will be a piece of cake by hand. I don't have, but you see, when you use a gun, you drop a lot of things on the floor. I bent down here a million times. All the stuff on the floor. This is much cleaner now, but I dropped a lot on the floor, cement, and I have to go out and grab them again and mix it with water and keep working. When you learn for the first time, you don't know your way. You can read, you can watch videos, but you still have to put your hands on at work. When you put your hands at work, you make mistakes. You learn what the mistakes mean. But this wall is very good now. This is done without scratching the cement. Look here. It's done yesterday. I was able to. It was done yesterday, so it's still soft. It's still soft. But is it going to fall completely? We will figure that out later on. I think it is sticking good. You just have to spray water on it and try again for a few days. So far I'm happy with this experiment.